Power Systems Explained Part 1. The series is known as Feng Shen Ji. In the world of Feng, it takes place in ancient China, which is a story about gods, monsters, demons, and humans pretty much all going to war with each other for supremacy of the world itself. And having a series like that with so many different factions, of course, you're going to have a lot of different power systems, for which we're going to go over the three categories. One being divine power, the other being smelting aura, and the last one being soul power. This video is going to start off with divine power, which is solely for the gods themselves, if that wasn't obvious enough. Divine power is an ability that is born to a god. It cannot be obtained through training or any other means other than just being born a god. It comes into 8 different subcategories. We have Seer's Vision, Indestructible, Monochrome, Eternal Life, Ashura, Underworld, Primordial Strength, and Heaven and Earth. Throughout this series, you'll see multiple gods that have at least one, if not 2 of these different subcategories. Starting with Seer's Vision, it allows the user to pretty much become almost nigh omniscient, being able to see past, present, and future, as well as using crystals to see what's going on around the world. The gods that use this ability are usually like strategists, but don't get it twisted, these guys can scrap if need be. The next divine power will be Eternal Life. Eternal Life is honestly one of the most broken ones that I have ever seen throughout this entire series. You are not only able to just about infinitely heal all of your allies, you're also able to become intangible, reflect damage, cause any damage that somebody has ever done throughout their entire life to be reflected on them at the same exact time. You're able to create mental realities in which people are just driving themselves crazy over and over again, where they live out entire lives, to being able to create entire infinite pocket universes that they can fit in the palm of their hands. Next, we have Divine Power Primordial Strength, in which you are able to conjure up a mythological creature. In this case, the most famous one that's in this story is going to be the Phoenix. With the Phoenix, you are pretty much given limitless potential, being able to increase your stats at any given time in the fight, and as the fight goes on, you're just getting stronger and stronger. And on top of that, it heals all of your wounds. It can even bring you back from death. Next, we have Divine Power Underworld, which is essentially like a domain expansion in which you are able to conjure up a space in which you are able to fill it with whatever you want to do with it. However, Underworld is typically about decay, like dissolving things out of existence, stuff of that nature. Then we have Divine Power Ashura, which allows you to summon animals out of thin air. It can be something as small as butterflies that can cut you to ribbons, or something like a wolf the size of a house. Then we have Divine Power Heaven and Earth, which allows you to pretty much manipulate the elements. It can either be wind, fire, water, or earth, or some can manipulate all 4. Next, we have Divine Power Indestructible, which is exactly what it sounds like. It allows the user to pretty much harden their body, makes them physically stronger, faster, more durable, to the point where they're able to just send out shockwaves by just taking a step on the ground. This is obviously one of the most combat efficient ones, and this is the one that you might see a lot of throughout this series. And the ones that are really masters of it, they do some pretty crazy things. Last but not least, you have the most powerful of all of them, which is called the Monochrome. The Monochrome is such a rare one that it's only been maybe 2 people that used it throughout the entire series, and they were pretty much the strongest of the entire series. What Monochrome essentially is a countermeasure to just about every offensive force in the series. And when those are caught in the range of Monochrome, they are losing their vitality just by being near the user. It can also be so potent to the point where it can just erase people from existence straight up. But that's it for now. If you guys want to know more, just feel free to leave it in the comments section. I hope you made it through the whole video. As always, have a blessed day. Like and follow. Peace.